Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. I'm so happy you're here today. I am super excited because I finally got my hands on the It Cosmetics matte, the oil-free matte foundation. I was ecstatic when I heard this was coming out. I started off with this guy right here, the Bye Bye foundation from It Cosmetics with SPF 50. The color comes in, I think 12 shades, possibly. But the fair was too fair, the light was too light. I just kind of needed something in between. But it did have great staying power. It just was a little bit too dewy for my liking, especially since I have oily skin, so I had to make sure that I always set my foundation. So here is the It Cosmetics Your Skin But Better CC Plus with a 50 SPF UVA UVB. This stuff was great, but again, the color was a little off for me, but definitely usable after, you set it, powder, foundation, whatever, bronzer. It was fine. The coverage was a little bit lighter than the actual foundation itself, so it is a great lighter weight coverage. But because I have oily skin, I was jumping for joy when I heard about this. Like, literally, I was super excited, and I just couldn't figure out if I wanted to wait to buy it from Sephora or if I was going to buy it from QVC. I did see on QVC that there was a special where you could get the foundation and the powder of some sort and a brush. I think in the whole kit was like $40 something. So if the foundation or the CC Plus oil free matte by itself at Sephora was going to be $38, and for $10 more I could get a compact and a brush, it was just kind of, a no-brainer to do that, because the It Cosmetics brushes, I don't know if you know, but they're really expensive. They're a great quality brush, but their brushes are like $30 or more depending on what you're kind of getting, or if it's a foundation brush. They're very expensive if you want to buy them by themselves. So anytime I see that there's sort of a package deal on QVC with It Cosmetics, I definitely look into it, because just the cost savings overall make sense, especially if they're products that you use and you like. So let me show you how it came. So it took about a week, 7 to 10 days for the shipment to come through. It just came in a basic, boring kind of box like that. It came like this. So CC Plus, your most beautiful skin is what it says. It came with 2 little samples. So I have the number 50 Serum Collagen Veil Anti-Aging Primer. I am excited to try that out. And it came with another sample of Confidence in an Eye Cream Brightens, Repairs, and Transforms Anti-Aging Armor, Regenerative Concentrate. Can't read the rest. This is really small, so we're not going to go there. If you have any interest in those items, I would definitely go to the It Cosmetics website or Sephora or Ulta. If you take the other filler stuff out, this is how it arrives. And the one thing that I didn't take out was the brush. I'm just kind of at the moment, I've got a lot of brushes, and I couldn't see using another one right now, or opening this up to use it. Oh, hi Maya, come here. Okay, so my cat just decided to yell at me from the doorway and walk away because she can. So okay, I've just opened this. This brush pairs perfectly with your skincare, color-infused powders, foundations, and all complexion products. So this is a multi-purpose brush. Let's see. Revolutionary Heavenly Skin Brush Hair is infused with anti-aging collagen, silk, niacin, and antioxidants. How long that's going to last if you wash your brushes regularly, I have no idea. Innovative brush hair technology improves the look of skin immediately upon application for your most beautiful complexion. Custom cut brush head optically blurs and perfects the look of skin, erasing the appearance of lines, pores, and imperfections instantly. This is a cruelty-free and pro-hygienic for even the most sensitive skin types. Developed with plastic surgeons and dermatologists, clinically tested, cruelty-free, antibacterial, pro-hygienic for all skin types. That was a lot of information. If you made it this far, bless you. Okay. Wow. This is pretty. CC Plus Skin Perfecting number 702. Heavenly Skin. So that's the information that is on the brush itself. This is the brush head, and boy, are you going to notice when it's dirty real quick. It feels like the right amount of denseness just for about anything. This right here makes me feel like I can like unscrew it, but that's not the case. So yeah, this feels like a really great brush. So I'm actually sadly going to put it back in that box. Not that box. Where'd the plastic container go? Right in front of my nose. Okay, so that's just gonna go back. It's gonna go back in there. I'm gonna save it for a rainy day or when my brushes are absolutely disgusting and I can't take it anymore, but I'm too lazy to wash them. That's when this guy's gonna come out. So let's get into some facts here. So as I mentioned, Sephora has it, just the foundation itself, this guy right here. It is 1.08 US fluid ounces, 32 milliliters. Wow, I'm going to insert the color range somewhere up here. There's quite a few, and it's oh, sorry. You see color swatches from my eye look. There's another video if you're interested about this eye look. I'll link it down below or somewhere for you. The color range up here for you from, I think, the Sephora website. Shade range will be there. $38 at Sephora. QVC had that great deal. I think what I said, it was $48 or $49 for those 3 pieces. So I think that is absolutely fantastic. You can't really go wrong. What you're seeing here on my face right now is the matte CC cream, and I also used the airbrush perfecting powder. This is something that's a little new to me. I usually don't use any colored powders. I usually just use a translucent powder to set everything. So I think this is actually going to be a great compact for me to touch up during the day, but I do like how it is on my face right now. This really did give a great airbrush effect on top of the matte CC cream, though I felt like it grabbed onto my skin and almost looked a little bit darker, so I don't know if I would set first with a translucent setting powder on my face and then kind of top it off with this, just kind of like press it into the skin. But because I ended up kind of buffing it out. I'm going to jump into a video of me applying the product in a moment so you can see how it applied on one half of my face with a sponge and the other side with a brush. So we're going to go ahead and jump into that and let you see how everything went. But yeah, I'm super excited and can't wait to see how you think it applied. All right, well, we'll get right into it. Okay, so before we get started, I'm going to go ahead and prime my skin with the ColourPop All-Star Matte and Blur. Do it every single time. Matte and Blur Primer. Let me get that on my face. Okay, I think this is almost absorbed into the skin. So I'm going to go ahead and get started on this. I'm going to apply the foundation half of my face with a sponge, and the other half I'm going to use a brush just to see if it kind of applies a little bit differently. Usually the sponge will tend to shear out some foundations, so we'll see if that is the case with this one. I'm going to go ahead and get you zoomed in. Okay, so here we have my face, a little bit of redness, a little bit of a blemish there. So we'll see what this foundation covers up. So here it is, the matte version, finally, so excited. Have not pumped this yet, so I guess we're just gonna do one pump for one side of the face. And my sponge is already pre-moistened, so I'm just gonna dot this around my face and start blending this in. So I used probably about 3/4 of that pump, and I feel like I have a fair amount of coverage, and I probably am now going to have way too much on my face, but I'm just going to go ahead and blend that down into my neckline. I have been out in the sun a little bit more regularly than I usually am, so I do feel like this is a little light for me. It blends in. I mean, it's very minute that the shade is off, but I only really see it when I'm looking between, you know, like my neck and my face. It's a little bit harder to see with all the lighting, but it's a good match for me. And normally in their foundation, I was using their light version. Sorry, I didn't even tell you, this is the fair light color. I will say, first off, it does dry down pretty fast. So it could be because I have my fan on right now, because it is kind of warm with all the lights on, but it did dry down very, very fast. I'm going to go ahead and use my IT Cosmetics number 22 Skin Perfecting Complexion Brush. I figure I will go ahead and use this one. It's got a little bit of a triangle shape to it, and we'll go ahead and do this side of the face with the brush. But so far this looks pretty airbrushed. It did lightly conceal my blemish, but it didn't totally cover it. I really like it on this side so far. Okay, so we're going to do the same thing. I'm going to go ahead and use one pump on the back of my hand. Yeah, this stuff is thick. Let's see, you can see a lot of redness on my nose, so I guess we can kind of see how it's going to cover that up. Okay, I can see brush marks all over my face, so I can already tell that I do not like the brush application at all. So I'm gonna hop right in and try and smooth this out with the sponge. That was just too thick. Too thick. So I would not suggest applying it with a brush, like, at all. Because that brush kind of soaked it all up. Oddly enough, you'd think the sponge would soak it up, but no, the brush just kind of soaked it, and then, I don't know. It was not good. So now we have it on both sides of my face. So what I'm going to go do now is finish putting the rest of my face on, and then we will just kind of get our final thoughts on our first impressions. Okay, I'll see you in just a moment. Okay, I forgot to tell you that there was one more product that I have in here that I'm going to try. Just since the moment that you didn't realize happened, all I did was put some concealer underneath my eyes, very, very light amount, just to add a little bit of brightening. Another item that I got from IT Cosmetics is the Your Skin But Better CC Plus Airbrush Perfecting Powder. It is a sheer to full coverage finishing veil. So I figured I would just sort of set my foundation with this powder. Not my under eyes though, but I will use this to set the rest of my face before I put on my bronzer and blush. So here is the compact. It looks like that. It has the product right there, and underneath it there is the kind of traditional makeup sponge. So I'm going to go ahead and use the sponge that it came with. I don't usually use tinted powders, so we're going to see. Okay, I feel it is a little bit darker than the foundation itself. So I'm going to buff this out into the skin. But okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and finish the rest of my face, and I will get right back to you. Okay, so I have now finished off this foundation look. I can tell you that it does really offer this beautiful airbrushed finish. So I'm a pretty big fan of this powder. Your Skin But Better CC Plus Airbrush Perfecting Powder. The finish on the foundation itself is matte. The foundation is thick, and it dries down very fast. And not to mention, the preferred way that I like to apply it is with the beauty sponge, because it adds a little bit more moisture so you can easily kind of work it across your skin. I do have like enlarged pores in this area, and I tend to have an oily T-zone. So I am excited to see how this is going to actually function on my face as I get some more time to test it. So coming up soon, there will be a follow-up video where I do like a 5-day foundation test where I'm going to wear it every day. And I go to work, I do a 9 to 5, so it's going to go through a regular day of wear. So I'll see you soon. Thank you for sticking around. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button so that you'll be notified the next time I upload a video. I hope you have a great day wherever you are, or great night whenever you see this. Take care. Bye.